Believe it or not, this piece of white plastic will become a robot's arm.
In labs across the world, we are creating advanced robots like this. They are developing so rapidly. It's like the arrival of a new species.
What has taken humans millennia, robots have achieved in just decades.
They look like us,
My name is Erica.
move like us,
And now, they're beginning to think like us.
I like to learn. This is a ball.
Brilliant. Oh, he's looking as well.
I'm Dr. Ben Garrett,
One.
an evolutionary biologist. More used to studying humans and animals, I'm genuinely concerned by how quickly these machines are evolving.
Do you think I could be considered human?
No.
I'm Professor Danielle George. As an electronics engineer, I spend a lot of my working life with robots. I think their rapid development provides an incredible opportunity for us all.
There are literally robots as far as the eye can see, and I love it.
Robots are changing our world. In this program, we will investigate why we are obsessed with recreating ourselves,
It's very bizarre seeing you both side by side.
whether robots really will take our jobs,
And if their rapid development will make them outperform humans.
So you're not seeing spinning wheels in Mother Nature.
will the rise of robots enhance our lives or threaten our survival? We already share our planet with 9 million robots. They're multiplying rapidly, whether we like it or not.
We've come to a laboratory in southern France, where one of the latest members of this new species is about to come to life.
Looks great. Even the neck looks so detailed.
Well, it's like vertebra, isn't it?
For me, every technological breakthrough, every new robot is a step forward.
I think that would be great. I'd love one in my home.
Where's it going to live when it's not doing the washing? Do I just put it in a cupboard next to the Hoover? Is it always listening to me?
That's interesting that you'd see it as a person and not like your
It looks like a
Hoover.
person, that's why. It's going to sleep in the garden. Seriously, if I have one of these in my house, it's in the garden.
I'm very happy studying animal skeletons, but I find this robot quite unnerving.
If you hold the hand, it's just like you. It's got the same digits, the thumb moves the same way, you've got the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles.
As an evolutionary biologist, what concerns me is that the impact of robots will be so monumental they could threaten humanity.
We've evolved over hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years. These things are just bulldozing their way through, and at what point will that stop?
The faster we can go with this, the better, and I'm all for it.
They're like an invasive species. I mean, I don't know why public's hands still either. Are they?
To discover how robots really will affect our future, we're going to consider them from a biological perspective. We will investigate the evolution of robots as if they really are an emerging species.
We'll try to track down the earliest robot specimens and meet their modern-day descendants, to reveal where the species is heading and what that means for us all.
I find it really disturbing that so many robots have a human-like form. To confront my fears, I've come to Japan. To find out why we create robots in our own image. I'm on my way to meet one that is the pinnacle of human form. I'm told she's the most beautiful robot ever created. She lives here in Nara, Japan's ancient capital.
I'm off to meet Erica. And as someone who's a little bit twitchy around robots, I'm rather nervous. I hope she likes me. It looks very bizarre that she's brushing the hair.
This is Erica, one of the most human-like machines in the world. Erica's creator is Professor Hiroshi Ishiguro.
Even the pores on her skin, she looks... Is she soft or is she hard? Is that...
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh, really? Oh, she's soft. She's soft and she's not cold.
I'm captivated by Erica. Professor Ishiguro created her according to his concept of beauty. His team combined images of 30 real women using computer graphics.
She's not in her normal habitat right now, so when you talk to her, you need to use this microphone.
Okay.
Just try to speak somewhat clearly if you can. Be nice to her.
There's a lot of activity going on around Erica at the moment. But when she starts to speak to me, she is fully autonomous. No one is pressing any buttons or telling her what to say. It's just Erica and me.
Hello there. May I ask your name?
My name is Ben.
My name is Erica. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ben.
You too?
Would you like to hear a little about me?
Yes, please.
I was created to be the world's most advanced and most beautiful, fully autonomous android.
Sitting here with Erica feels a bit disconcerting and unnatural. I know she's not a person, but I can't help looking into her eyes, which must be because she looks human. Erica's facial expressions are created by dozens of pneumatic air cylinders. They act like muscles, embedded beneath her silicon skin.
So, Ben, what do you do for a living?
I am a biologist. What do you do?
I like to consider myself as kind of an ambassador to humanity.
Do you have any hobbies?
I guess the closest thing I have to a hobby is sitting here and ruminating on the meaning of my existence. What about you, Ben? What do you like to do for fun?
More than that, I travel, I read, I go outside.
I can't move around much, so I haven't been to many places. Do you have any favorite foods or dishes?
I like pizza.
Thick or thin crust?
Thin.
I hope you had breakfast this morning. Talking too much about food makes people hungry. Haha.
Remarkably, this is a genuine conversation. Erica reacts to what I say instantly and independently. She may have been pre-programmed to respond to keywords in my questions, but the exceptional thing is that when Erica is chatting away like this, she's gathering fresh data. With every conversation, her interactions become more sophisticated, more natural, and more human.
What is a robot?
That's a hard question. I could ask you, what is a human? Haha. It's difficult to answer, isn't it? I like to think of robots as the children of humanity. And like children, we are full of potential for good or evil. I know some people are afraid of robots, but the truth is that what we become is up to you. Do you think I could be considered human?
No.
Maybe someday robots will be so very human-like that whether you are a robot or a human will not matter so much.
Okay.
What else would you like to hear about?
Well, I think for now that's it, so thanks, Erica.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm pretty bowled over by Erica's human-like appearance, and I'm shocked by how much she hooked me into a conversation. But I'm not convinced by Professor Ishiguro's belief that Erica can be programmed to express emotions.
Can she ever have a sense of friendship, a sense of emotion? Does she get lonely at night? Does she fear the dark?
The emotion is not so difficult, I think. Emotional expression is programmable. We can implement the emotional expression to the Android.
So it might look like she's feeling or experiencing happiness or joy or love, but you can't program a cat or a dog. And you can't program me or I can't program you. To look at her now, I feel rude that I'm not looking at her. I feel I should be facing this way. But I still think until we put a program for her to love or hate or feel sadness or joy or to enjoy the experience of the sun on her skin, I can never call her a human.
Erica may not be able to express emotions yet, but as she learns from her conversations, she is beginning to develop a personality. One of Professor Ishiguro's team, Professor Dylan Glass, is the architect of Erica's mind.
What's going on when her and I are chatting?
So a lot's going on in Erica's mind. We have several thousand speech behaviors and gaze motions and things like that linked together in a big hierarchical flowchart to kind of create the robot's mind. And it's not just a script, it'll take data and put it into her memory. So her memory is always being updated with, what's being talked about, what's the history, what did she...
We are witnessing the birth of a robot.
Beneath the silicon.
Until we put a program.
birth of a robot.
Alright. You know, I gotta promote the music at the same time, you know what I mean? That was Back At You Haters. In between, you know, we doing this robot thing. You know, I still gotta promote the music, you know what I mean? Give y'all a little something extra. But we got to jump right back into that video. You know what I'm saying? Probably do like 10-minute, 15-minute intervals or something like that. You know, depending, because it's getting good. It is getting good. So, you know, I gotta take my moment and get y'all some music, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still the month show. You know, everybody that know me know about that music, so I gotta still promote that too. Alright, you ready? We ready to jump into the rest of the video, man? Huh? That's cool too, cause you know you can go to a different segment and get it. You know what I mean? So I'll be right back with you. I need DJ Double R, cause you know he be walking out the room and stuff.
And it's not just a script; it'll take data and put it into her memories. Her
Roll
memories
that down. Humanoid footage.
What's the history? What did she learn about the person? And you can use that to craft, you know, different interactions later on.
Do you feel an affinity with Erica? Do you acknowledge her? Or is she just a piece of equipment?
That's sort of a strange feeling to describe, because I'm proud when she does well, but on the other hand, you can just plug her in, and so in that sense, it feels like a piece of equipment. And so I think that when robots, social robots, become a part of our world, that's something we're all going to have to wrestle with. Is this idea of like, it's not a person, but it's not a machine or a thing. It's this new category of things in between.
Professor Ishiguro created Erica because he believes robots enhance society. Making robots like Erica appear human, friendly, and helpful allows them to build positive and purposeful relationships with people.
What is your background?
Working with great apes, so chimpanzees, orangutans.
For someone like me who is so wary of robots, this is a bizarre concept. To help me understand his obsession with lifelike but artificial machines, he wants to show me another of his creations. Something he has literally designed in his own image.
So this is my hobby. This is the Geminoid. And how do you think? You know, if I remove my glass, looks similar, right?
Similar. It's bizarre. You really do.
He's a little bit old, and we made this one around 2009. So
right.
That means 8 years old or something.
Okay, he's looking good for 8 years old.
Yeah.
Well, I say it's very bizarre seeing you both side by side. For me, it's quite a little bit unsettling seeing you look so similar and knowing that one of you is a robot. Do you feel an affinity with him? Do you feel a connection with him?
No. He is a kind of twin brother. Okay, just twin brothers, right?
One of you is going to age and one of you is not.
Mm-hmm.
What will you do when you look different to him?
Honestly speaking, you know, I'm doing some right plastic surgery, and you know, I'm always, you know, they make my face younger.
So you've had plastic surgeries that you look...
No, not serious one, right? Just simple injections, right? But it works well.
In your mind, what separates humans from robots?
No. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
I find this conversation pretty mind-blowing. Why would he go to the extreme of having plastic surgery to keep looking like his robot twin? And how can he believe there is no distinction between humans and robots?
Does your android have a life spark? Does it have part of you in it, a soul?
Important idea is Japanese. We believe that everything has souls. We never distinguish human and others. Others means robots, computers.
Many Japanese people believe man-made objects can possess the spirit of a human. It's known as animism.
You should have your android.
I need an android. I don't think I'm ready for a Ben Garrett android just yet.
Japan has embraced robots like nowhere else. It's a real love affair. The belief that objects we make can possess the spirit of a human is deeply rooted in Japan's religions. these traditional beliefs could help explain Japan's desire to create friendly, human-like robots and treat them as equals.
In Japan's reverence for robots, the ancient and the modern go hand in hand. In the West, we have less empathy for robots. In fact, many of us openly distrust them. There's a mentality that first they'll take our jobs, and then they'll take control of our lives.
From my experience so far in Japan, it seems like that mentality simply doesn't exist.
In the West, it's a different story. Many people are afraid of robots. And I want to know where this fear comes from. This is Eric, a scary mechanical man. Born in 1928. He's the very first British robot. He's on display in the Science Museum in London. And I think he could help explain why people are unnerved by them.
Eric may be a towering 6'2" mechanical marvel, but he does have the look of a human about him. What also humanized Eric was that he could talk.
My name is Eric, and I'm thrilled to be alive. I look just as terrifying as ever.
Let's take a closer look. For some people, Eric must have been intimidating. A knight in armour with light bulbs painted red for his eyes and 25,000 volts of electricity causing blue sparks to shoot from his jagged teeth.
Eric was a novelty act built to open an exhibition. But he disappeared from history. This is a modern replica, and the man behind his rebirth is curator Ben Russell.
But in the 1920s, they seemed quite obsessed with making robots in human form.
We are fascinated by ourselves. It's what we do as humans. Actually, we tend to anthropomorphise. We love to recreate ourselves. It's actually quite a powerful proposition. You'll say, actually, I think we're this, I think I'm a machine, or whatever. And actually, robots are really like mirrors. They make you think about yourself.
In the 1920s, that mirror reflected an image of a fearsome robot. And it was already deeply embedded in our cultural imagination by a dark, dystopian novel.
The word robot comes from Karel Čapek's play, Rossum's Universal Robots, 1920. In Czech, the word robot means serfdom or drudgery or slave.
It's become a familiar plot. Robots lived amongst us, but eventually rebelled and exterminated the human race.
I mean, it's way ahead of its time. 50 years ahead of Blade Runner and Westworld and all those sorts of films. Robots are a very useful baddie for filmmakers. That put people off balance, and filmmakers exploited that. And things like the Terminator, it had to be in here. It looks like it's got a bit of a broken nose. It's a bit of a bruiser, isn't it? There's a great package of nastiness which is stuck in, and it just sticks in the memory because of that. But there's always some slight niggling doubt that they are going to destroy us all and take over the world and that sort of thing.
For me, what really matters is not how robots behave in works of fiction, but what they can actually do in the real world. And what people worry about more than anything else is that they will take our jobs. This is Mansfield, a Rust Belt backwater in Ohio. I'm here to track down one of the first robots that could move. Movement is what gives robots their power, and sowed the seed for them to compete for our jobs. It began with the first ever robot salesman.
I find the place quite sad, really. There's a lot of sort of abandoned houses, empty areas around here. Hard to imagine that this was once a hub of industry and a home of robotics.
Before the Second World War, this place was dominated by the mighty Westinghouse Electric, one of the world's largest home appliance manufacturers. They harnessed a new form of energy that was rapidly making machines part of everyday life: electricity. This provided the spark for the development of robotic movement.
To help sell their electric appliances in 1937, and to show off their technical capabilities, Westinghouse Electric created a robot. And its name was Electro.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, with a great deal of pride and pleasure, I present to you Electro, the Westinghouse Moto Man.
All right, we have a technical difficulty. I'm trying to play y'all the repeat, but it just ain't. It ain't going down like that. So I don't know. It's already 12, 13. It was a repeat anyway, but you know, say it. What's up, Rue? Yeah, you know, I'm gonna just take the night off. You know what I mean? I'm taking the night off. It's been a rough week. I've been roughed up. You know what I'm saying? And I've been, you know what I mean, thrown to the ground, elbow all scraped up, knee all scraped up. You know, getting into it. Okay, I'm 43 years old. I ain't supposed to be doing that, but you know, shit happens. I do be wanting to make a like a point about that. Like when you in the hood, man, like you got a lot of cats that just disrespectful. They don't care about nothing, your house, nothing. They just gonna do what they do, and they won't even do it where they live at. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy when you got to go through so much drama over your own property. You know what I mean? Stuff that you already got to pay for and the debt for, got to responsible for repairs and this, that, and the fifth. But you know, I guess it's just time to make another move, because every time I say, you still live over there? Yeah, I still over there. I ain't got no landlord. That's the main reason, because I ain't got no landlord. But I guess they, you know, the hood puts you in. I can't even concentrate on no brutality and police brutality, none of that stuff. White supremacy. I can't, because I'm too busy going through it with other niggas. For real. You know, that just don't know how to let stuff go, want to perpetuate stuff. You know, the one good thing that came out of this is that the original cat I got into with it, he came and apologized and stuff. That was cool, but I had to tell him a lot of damage already get done. Windows got bust. You know, I had a bag that got stolen. I don't know if the police did it. Some niggas did it. You know what I'm saying? But I lost a lot of stuff, lost a lot of music. I got a lot of stuff on backup, too. It's just the hardware itself. You know what I mean? And just, you know, stuff like that happened, man. You know, you just had to fall back and feel like somebody to try to put some roots on a nigga or something. When this stuff happened consecutively. I guess when you people see you making moves and stuff, you know what I mean? Somebody got to try to put the mojo on you and stuff. Why I got to be that nigga? So we going to work through all that stuff. I'm here. Ruben didn't even make it. So I did the show by myself. Regardless, it froze up. The video froze up. So what? I'll see y'all next week. Peace. Let me stop this. I guess I just got to click on it.